Hi everyone, it's Scrappy Kathy here and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a challenge accepted video, but it's also going to work as my load. It'll be challenge accepted for tomorrow and my load layout for today. So I'm going to actually post it in the load library right before midnight, and then the video will go live at 6 a.m. So here is what we're doing. This is day 4. It's the day 4 lift in the 12 days of autumn scrap lifts over at Scrap Squad. And it's long been over since the 12th of October. But Shannon and I picked the first 4 days to do on the first 4 Thursdays. So this is the last Thursday. The load prompt has to do with coziness, being cozy and feeling cozy. So I've kind of picked a photo that I've had in my library that I wanted to scrap for a while. It's of John and me in our backyard pool at the little 100-year-old house where we definitely felt cozy, and the coziest we ever felt was in the nice warm salt water that flowed into the pool. So it was awesome. It had a slide, and it had you can see kids' heads bobbing up out of the spa there, which was a stack stone, and there's a waterfall feeding the spa, and then there's a waterfall that comes out of the spa into the pool, but we're over here by the slide. So happy day. I'm not especially, I might do a lot of flowers around here so that, you know, we're not seeing, I don't know, I'm going to blame that on the water there. I'm going to blame how fat I look on the water. So anyway, this is, let me kind of show you what I'm seeing here. I see a piece of paper that's, I don't want to say maybe 6 inches wide, and down some it kind of narrows down into an envelope shape. And and then there's a piece of paper cut with a notebook paper in, and a bunch of florals kind of overlapping on this side and then underlapping that kind of the envelope end of it. Now I am not going to do stitching, but I did cut out of the reverse side of this paper a piece that I'm going to glue onto the end, and it'll kind of highlight it, make it, you know, kind of look like it. And I've also cut the this paper out of there. I'm going to kind of scooch it on right there, and there's washi tape holding that on. Since mine's not at the same level, I may skip the washi tape, or I might find some other place to use it. So anyway, let's get started. I'm going to sit down, and it's going to kind of go like that, and then we'll have various and sundry embellishments. And the collection I'm using today, and I think everything I'm using is pretty much from that collection except the flares and the sequins. It's These Days by Cocoa Vanilla Studio, and I just got this in. I ordered it from Scrapbook Your Joy, and I got it in yesterday, and I opened it up, and I thought, okay, that's a cozy color palette, and I think it would be perfect. Normally, I actually edited this or filtered this photo. The colors are a lot brighter, and the pool color was very different, and I started to scrap it in a bright, summery, outdoor pool kind of colors, and I may do that again sometime with some other photos that were taken in at the same time as this one. But I filtered this so that it would go with this collection, so that there's nothing that stands out too much, and the blue of the water is kind of similar to the blues that are in this collection. So we'll see how that works out. Anyway, let's get started. I'm going to sit down and try not to knock over my tripod because I'm fresh off an accident that happened during a live where I knocked over my tripod. So I'm going to go ahead and do some glue right there, and then let's see if I can get this on there straight and looking good. Okay, I like that. And now I'm going to put some of the foam across it to kind of hold that bit up so that we have dimension there. Now I do need to stick it there, and I'll stick it here, and then we're good. And I'm going to go ahead and place this the original, this was kind of up towards the top. I'm going to move it a little to the left because remember I've got this kind of added to the scene there. So but I don't want it so far to the left that I can't do nice florals. Okay, there. I've already got this on here. Let's see, do I want to bring it in? I'm going to have it slightly overlapping so that you see the white background underneath it. And then I'm going to do some foam on the back of the photo. Let me be careful as I reach for that. I have definitely decided to change my setup. I had a kind of a budgetary issue that I think may be resolved, and so I may be able to pull the trigger on that sooner rather than later. But I haven't done it yet, so we're okay. So this, I'm just, I've covered up the blues that I'm trying to match. That's a shame. Maybe if I did it this way, I think I like that better anyway, but what I have to do is a row of foam there. Okay. That seems to work. Now, in the original, there is a circle with some, it's a piece of ephemera with some words on it. I had thought about doing this "Home is wherever I'm with you," and I actually put some foam behind it. I like that, and I might use it somewhere else, but because of the prompt at load, and it's kind of based on Jessica Fletcher from Murder, She Wrote, And the opening scene starts out with a typewriter, and Alice Bowl happened to mention that she has that same kind of typewriter. I kind of wanted to put a typewriter in here, and I don't know if I want to use it there because I really don't want to cover up that, but I could kind of hang it over, maybe sneak it under. How about that? Okay, I'm going to do that. And I think it's on 2 layers, so I'm putting 2 pieces of foam tape. I'm going to kind of scooch it under there, bring it down a bit. And it says telling our story, which is kind of what this is. I like the idea of having a flare under there. There's room for it. And it's a white wood flare, and I love that wood grain. And because we're talking about cozy, I thought maybe I could use this. I printed this word with the idea of actually putting it across one of the flares. I think I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do, just in this one area, I'm going to do a couple of small embellishments, these small hearts, and then I'll put a couple sequins. And I normally wait to do the small things, wait until the end, but in this case I really want to see what I'm going to have over on this side before I do this side, because I want, in the end, I want it to be balanced. So I'm actually, thinking before I scrap, which, is a whole new thing for me. I'm propping these little hearts up just because I think they'll look more important that way, and because, that's what I do. That's how I roll. I have this little tag, which I was maybe going to use on the side like this, but I don't have as much vertical room for that, so I may use it right up there or here, maybe there, because I want that to show there. Okay, that needs another layer. I prop things up on enough layers that I sometimes underestimate what I'm going to need. And this wasn't really going to go over something that was already layered. So let's see if that works. Okay. I tried on this side, I used 2 layers of foam because I had to bridge that. Okay, now I'm going to add something in. Before I do the flowers, I want to be sure that I have this house there. It looks nothing like the house that we're in the backyard of. The house was a little kind of blue cottage with a white picket fence out front and all those things. But this gives you the general notion of it. And I'm gonna, because it says cafe, I'm going to cover it up with a tree. And I'll put another tree back up there, but I will prop it up a bit, and then I'll do the florals kind of around. I'm going to add in this butterfly because I think it's cute, and you know Cocoa Vanilla does cute butterflies. So I'm going to maybe put it right there outside of the composition, if you will. Okay, so now I need florals. Well, okay, let's see. I did have an idea of using this, but I think I'm not going to need any of those stickers. There was a label in the original, and I don't, my photos of a different shape and size and all those things. So I'm taking up a little more of the landscape with it, and there's not, I could have made all this longer, but I can always layer my flowers down underneath. Okay, I want to add this again because I may do some flowers around it. This says The Good Stuff, and I need a double layer where it hangs off this tree onto the house. Okay. And let's see, I like this flare over in this composition because it has the leaves there. I'm going to have to fill in, because I actually kind of want this resting on it. It's going to help kind of prop that up. There we go, and then I'll put some flowers that'll bridge that little gap. I want These Days to be the title. And let me look at the original. It's kind of surrounded, the floral cluster comes up to it, but there's nothing up above it, and that's good because I don't want to cover up any of John. So I cut this out of the packaging. It's the backing to one of those sets of ephemera. And I'm just going to put it here knowing that I need to build up some stuff around it. So I'm just going to do it like this. I'm losing my notebook cut. I covered up a lot of it with that typewriter. Okay, so now let's kind of pour these guys out here, and I'm going to pull a big one to go maybe right there. And I like that they made green flowers. I know that seems odd, but when the color story is kind of what you're being, when that's kind of an important part of your design, I don't mind that if they've gone to some lengths to kind of help that happen. Okay, and here, there, I'm just gonna do a bit here, and I'm gonna do that under the photo, and I will find a small sprig to maybe come right there and add a tiny little bit of color, of a different color there. A contrast. Okay. I'll go back and do the sequins there. And I'm not sure where I'm going to use this. Maybe up in here, and I'll layer some flowers around it. I kind of like the polka dot on polka dot look there. I'll do it right there. Okay, now I'm going to take this flower maybe and cut some off. Let me burnish that down so it sticks. You know, I'm okay with that being cut in half, but I'm going to layer it underneath this. I want a smaller, maybe something like that to go there, because I really don't want to lose the trunk of the tree. That's what that's all about, is the trunk of that tree. And even though I have this brand new collection and all of the pieces, all of the ephemera pieces that go with it, I'm going to be a little bit, let me get that back. I moved that without intending to. Let's see, I want to use okay, let's find a pink one, reasonably sized pink one with, let's do it right here, and then we'll curve down from there. I'm glad I did the house and the trees there. I wanted them there, but they're making it a little bit harder to do the florals in the same way that they're done in the original. And that's okay. I'll figure that out. I'm gonna do it. Maybe I'll put it under, even though what I liked about the original was that it went over here and then under here. I think I can do a combination of over, under, and like it just as well. I might put this one here. And I'm gonna, I really love this photo because John is lying back on his noodle, and was that on camera even? Did I have it? Oh, yeah, it is on camera. He's lying back on his noodle and giving 2 thumbs up. So, 2 thumbs up for the day. I think he was saying cozy, don't you? Okay, so let me push all these out. I'll worry about these little tags later. I'll do that there, and then maybe I'll do a leaf sprig. No. Then let's do if that came out from under there. How about, I should have laid these out. I'm going to cut this leaf sprig so that I can use both pieces of it later. I can do that. I don't want the flowers or the leaves to really heavily overlap the tree. Okay, now I can get a little more don't really want to use the yellow because there's a lot of yellow in this tree and in that house. So I'm going to put this maybe over here, and then I'll start layering underneath. I'll prop it up really high, and I'll layer underneath it and kind of go underneath the envelope. I need one more layer of foam. There's plenty of room to layer underneath it. I have to remember to go back and do something up there. I'll do that. And then I'm going to take this one that I cut already. Layer it right there, and then put a small flower maybe right there. Here's where I could use a yellow one. It's separated from the others. And you know I get excited when I'm doing layering of florals. There. And then I'm going to take here's one that looks different. Well, actually, this one looks different from the others. No, I like the other one better. Where did that one go? Here's a green one. We'll do it. I'm going to layer it over that, and I'm going to have this guy, which I cut off the bottom of the other one. I'm going to kind of have it well, okay, let's see if we can do it that way and then like that. But I want it under. There we go. It just looks like a couple of leaves sticking out. And so now I've got this one, which, it's really got lots of things coming out from under there, including some fairly long tendrils. This is another one I'm going to cut, and I'm going to do that right there, and then this right there, and then I think I need another one of these guys to maybe be part of that, but I'm going to prop it up a little bit on some foam. Give it coming out there. And then I have another one of these in a little bit different color that can come out here. And I think I need a blue flower here. Where's just a plain blue flower without a leaf? And I'm going to put it, okay, that needs to stay down. I'm going to put it right here and prop it up a bit. Let's see. I have a little bit of foam tape over here. And then this. Maybe this one needs to come from over here. Okay, and now here's a yellow sprig, which might be pretty there, or it could overlap the blue and come from under here. And then I can take one of these guys with some real length to it, which kind of, I like that. Okay, so this is going to have a little bit of foam, this is going to have a little bit of foam. I'm seeing an empty spot there, and that keeps moving around, so I need to fix that in the base case. But right there. And maybe something, I know what can come out from under there is this, and I'll have it stuck to the background. There we go. Now, what do I need here? Okay, this moves around, and this is just really moving around too much. Let me... Okay, that's good. And then this should be able to sneak up under there. Here, I like this one better. The shape of these petals is different from the other. And it's a little different. It's an oranger color rather than a pink, like that. Okay, except I want it under this. So, I'll pull that off. There, and I like that because you can see the center. And now I'm going to kind of slide that under. Press that down so that glue will stick. And it seems like I might need, I'm going to put a single leaf over here, and maybe, let's see what it looks like if I have it kind of loose. Nope, I think it needs to be associated with something. Although, if I did that one like that, and that one like that, I've got this little half of a flower that could go right there. I kind of like the loose leaves, but I need 3, so I'm gonna do another one maybe down here. I'm trying to have it go under one leaf and over top of the other, just to give it some dimension. I'm gonna pick up that glue with this leaf rather than smearing it with my finger. Kind of down like that. This one already has it. Let's do that. Okay, and I think we're done. I may add a couple of these hearts. Like one right here. And I may add a sequin up there. Let's see if there's something that I can say. There's a thing that says "Lucky Us." I like that. Got a little drop of glue right there. Okay, where am I going to put this? I think I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to lift that up, put it on kind of like it's a banner that's hanging off that. And I've got a tiny blue flower. That can go right beside. That's part of that sequin mix. It's a Spiegelmom Scraps sequin mix, but it was done, it was a custom design done for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. And I love it because it has navy blue. It has several different shades of blue. And I'm going to use a couple of them here. Just a few little tiny sequin touches. There's another one of those blue flowers. I'm not going to use the navy blue, which is the main reason I usually pull this one out. I'm going to put this little flower right there. And then I'm going to add another one of those little blue flowers right there. If I can find one in my little tray here. Maybe I'm not, but I have that pack of sequins somewhere. There we go. Oh, there we go. First thing that came out. Whoops. That's not supposed to be there, and neither's that or that. Okay, so I've got that one there, that one there. This one kind of needs to be right here. And it should be part of the composition. Maybe let's do it like this. No, that's exactly straight line from there. So I'm going to bring it out, maybe right here. And that gives me kind of 5 little things there. Okay, I had thought that I would have some flowers around here stuck underneath here. So let me do that. And let's see about this. I'm going to do another flower. Let me see if I can find a small. There's another small one that's that same pink color. So let me see if I can do that. And then I'll do a third element. Again, I'm kind of trying not to cover that up, but to get a balance here, I may need to, unless one of these hearts would work. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on some foam. When you're not quite sure what to do, let's put it on some foam. I kind of don't like that those are one on top of the other. There. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it in half. That's my other thing. If you don't know what to do, cut it in half. And then kind of slide it there, and it's not taking up too much room there. And I can maybe tuck this in like that, and that gives me 3 things instead of just the 2. And I can maybe bring the heart in kind of like that. Okay. Yay, I'm done. I think I'm done. Let's take a look. I have my title, which is These Days, which is kind of the name thing. I've got the word cozy, which I really wanted to do, and I've depicted something cozy, and I've pretty much stayed fairly true to the sketch. And I've actually documented a photo that I have been wanting to do for a very long time. Now, do these need something down in here? Maybe, I was going to say ink splatters, but tiny sequins might be better. Yellow sequins. Let's do yellow sequins. I'm going to do kind of a sequin in the proximity of each of those. Not a grouping of sequins, but let's see. 3 little round nuggets of shine. And okay. I like that. I think it adds a lot to it. So, and I will use this again sometime. I'm going to stand up and make sure that you've got that all on screen. It's a little bit, this one looks balanced, except, you know, you've got your florals way out here, and then it's a little more straight line there. That's kind of the same imbalance that I have, but mine kind of goes down further. I'm okay with that. I'm just fine with that. And I love these little loose leaves there, and my one single little yellow butterfly. There's little touches of yellow everywhere. I actually thought blue might be a predominant color on here, but I ended up going with the yellow, I guess. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next Thursday for Challenge Accepted. Shannon's going to take the month of November off, so I may actually, I'm going to check with her and see if that's okay. I may try to invite some guests challengers to join me during the month of November, but I'll be here every Thursday with some challenge I have accepted. So appreciate your watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.